Photographers are like locusts. They swarm your city square unannounced. They come in the thousands. They make clicky sounds. They smell like meat. They're bad people. Even though they are one of the 7 signs of the apocalypse, I feel a need to help them, and I will help 10 of them today. They will be helped.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So we're on the little Olympus that could, and the little Laowa 7.5mm Tony too, with a Black Pro Mist magnetic filter from Case and the yellow streak filter of our hearts streaking in the background. I also have a microphone hidden just out of shot to get the best audio you've ever heard of, and that's a wide... Is that in the... Oh boy, I think I can hide it. Ta-da! Is that shining green tones onto my head? Beauty confirmed. Would you buy a Hero 10 or an Osmo for everything, since you're gonna ask about what I use? Yeah, that's not an answer, you dickhead. Just like your wife asked you, oh, what should we have for dinner tonight? And you said everything. Yeah, you're fat now. Yeah. Was that your Hero 10 or an Osmo? I'm leaning Hero 10. Hear me out. So Ulanzi has agreed to send me their cage, so we're just waiting for it. With that and the glimmer glass filter, you get rid of the digital sharpness, which some of you blind ass donkey bitches in the corner said, oh, I couldn't even tell the difference between the glimmer light. You're blind. Photographers can't see in good light or bad light. They need glasses and probably laser retina replacements. They're blind as bats. I could see it immediately. I was like, oh my God. Took it off. Oh, wow. The best filter ever. So with that cage and a little adapter, can you believe this thing? Like, what the hell is that? That's an adapter that you need, a dongling? It's dongling versus the DJI one? What? So that's gonna suck, but the cage has a place for it underneath, so I lean GoPro. It's a better quality image, more dynamic range, better slow-mo, like it's more up to date, but the Osmo 2, Action 2, that might be something. Are these 2 cameras better at vlogging than DJI Pocket 2? Why did I save this question? I don't remember what video it was on. I hate you. I hate myself. Probably GoPro 10 versus DJI Action 1, I'm assuming. And yes, the answer is yes, they're both better. DJI Pocket 2, I didn't like it. I don't like the form factor. I don't like a gimbal trying to follow me and putting it away in a weird case. Can't put Black Pro Mist filters on there. Get real with yourself. Thing had bad autofocus. Like, it wasn't good. It's a piece of shit, but you could get by with it. I just prefer action cams, the form factor. I prefer the Sony X3000 shape, camcorder style body. It was better to handhold. But nah, the Pocket 2 is a bitch. Casey, I'm dumping my Sony a7 II/3, but I'm keeping my baddest lineup and moving to Fuji. What the hell? I like and shoot street photography, portraits, and landscapes in that order, but it's close to 90% street. Why are you asking a vlogger? We'll never know. I already have the Fuji XF 16mm and 56mm. I played with an X Pro 3, greatly enjoyed it, so I'm planning on getting one. I like to travel light and do photo walks. Is going from Sony to Fuji as stupid as all YouTubers make it sound like? I also have a primal lust towards... Nobody cares about your fetishes. Alright. Fuji, I gotta be honest with you. My Sony a7S III is in the shop. It's been almost a month. What are they even doing with it? They better replace it with an A1 sensor. If I don't get it back and it's not an A1, I will lose my shit. I miss it. I mean, the Fuji over here, even if you have a wood grip, you're okay. But I prefer the Sony look, a better dynamic range, a better quality image than this. With the Cinematch changing the colors to Canon colors, you got something. And then the autofocus, like, just for an example, I want to film a skit with my buddy, and I was thinking like this slow motion, he does this like strange walk where he's running on all fours, like it's this beast mode run. And so I wanted to be afraid of it, like what the hell is he gonna do to me? And film it in slow motion, and I can't trust the Fuji to do that. There's no way it's gonna track him where the Sony would. So in all cases, I prefer Sony, but for your needs, I don't know why you're asking me, so we're just gonna assume you want to vlog in the future with it. Sony is better in every way. XH2? We don't know. Maybe they catch up, and then you have a magical Fuji look. But the look is not... Once you color grade, the Sony looks better anyway. But in general, switching systems is the dumbest thing you can do. Just stay with one. The only reason I have multiple systems is because I was given them. Thank you so much. And it's so fun to test them, but I would never buy multiple systems. I think people just get sold on it. They watch videos of other creators using their Fuji and they see this image. It's like, wow. It's like, he got that image because he's creative and he's doing stuff that you'll never do with your bullshit gear. I can't replicate the things that some of these people do, like the looks. I'm not gonna ever get that. I don't care. Point is, you got sold a lie. Greener grass on the other side of a fence, hotter wife over there? Does she bake? You don't need a better wife. You need to kiss your wife more on the face. Should I wait for the Osmo Action 2 or get the GoPro 10? I mainly make outdoor vids at daytime. I'm not in much hurry. Prefer the cheaper one. So we don't know yet what the specs are. We kind of know, but we like to see confirmed things here. By the time this video is released, it's probably already released. I have so many videos made right now. How many do I have made? It's ridiculous. I have 7 videos made. I release 3 a week, so that's 2 weeks. Boom, done. I can take a vacation. I will. So obviously you wait till it's announced, and you see the specs and the price, and you compare them all, but I'm thinking the Action 2 should be better just because it has a bigger sensor, but I don't know, like they didn't update any of the specs, it looks like. The initial rumors were like 960 frames per second. I don't know who invented those with that flip up screen. What was that? A 3D rendering? You nerds. Usually DJI destroys GoPro if they're in the same timeline. Even the older DJI cameras keep up with like 3 generations later GoPros. So it should leapfrog in every way, and who knows what the modular system is going to be like. How many mods can you attach? What shape is it? It looked kind of weird and long. I don't know about that one. The weird screen, so we'll see. We'll see. We don't know yet. But in general, DJI is better. But this GoPro 10 has sold me. They finally made a camera that behaves like a camera should. You turn it on, press record, it doesn't blow up. That's nice. Please help. I dabbled in photography for a couple years. I have a Fuji X-T30 with a 15-45 kit lens. I'm starting a travel vlog. You could. No, you couldn't. That would suck. And I picked up a Rode Video Mic Pro and a gimbal for B-roll. Oh, you noob. These are the people, the consumers, that just get, oh, he has a gimbal. Look at the cinematic footage. Throw up on your mom. I'll be shooting myself. Good. Oh, and my family. Oh, that's murder, death, suicide cult. You're gonna vlog it. You'll need a good autofocus for that, and auto mode since you'll be dead after. Maybe a smartphone. You'll want to live stream it. In the car, hotel rooms, and walking around. You won't be walking much. You're dead. You shot and killed your family. You're in hell now. Not much walking down there. The X-T30 seems out of its element, having no IBIS or flippy screen. I haven't been doing this long enough to know how much of a problem it will be. Big problem. Stabilization is everything. Don't even look at your current camera. Should I think about a different body? Yes, you should. Fuji XS10. We're done with you. The Fuji XS10 is basically the X-T40, as proven by the X-T30 Mark II release that did nothing. Because they knew they couldn't step into XS10 territory. It's got IBIS, it'll be stable enough for your bullshit family murder show. So I would go with that one, or just get a GoPro, or a DJI Action. You'll have just as good times. I would get a Rode Video Micro so you don't have to worry about the battery life, because your noob ass is going to turn the mic on, it has no power left, and hey, here's my family, we're about to kill, and then you get the footage back and there's no audio. It's bullshit. I hope your family's well in hell. What are your thoughts on Leica and their superior image quality compared to pleb level autofocus in their SL system? How do you feel about the Leica M system as well? Leica is not even in the equation of camera companies. I see 6 companies whenever I think of cameras. Canon, Nikon, Sony, Fuji, Olympus, Panasonic. Panasonic dead last. We know there's Blackmagic, Red, GoPro, DJI. There's others, but those are the 6. Leica, like, what are you doing? There's no reason to ever do it. I get distracted easily. They're so expensive for Panasonic level performance. They even like blatantly say like this is the Panasonic S5 in a more expensive body that does nothing better. Do you want it? I don't even know why people get it. Is it made of gold? Can you trade it? If it was me trying to decide between the SL and a lawn of diamonds that I had to water with champagne,
What do you do it?
I would choose the lawn of diamonds and then water it every day with a little crystal. If Leica makes a $3,000 action cam, we might talk. But till then, you're out. Great video, man. What camera would you recommend for a studio camera talking head camera if I'm on a budget of about $700? I make guitar tutorials in my room on my other channel, for which I would really appreciate ton. You spelt that wrong. I got stuck between choosing ZV-1, ZV-E10, oh god, rolling shutter issue. You're on a fucking tripod in a room. The guitar strings are gonna roll. Might even add to the fact of your boring ass show. Unsubbed. Was that your question? In case I want to move around with it, the Sony APS-C is shit. Let me know if you have any brand in mind. Thank you. You could definitely go ZV-1. It's probably going to outperform. Like, it looked better than the M6 Mark II. It had more dynamic range. Even though it's a 1-inch sensor, Canon was just so bad at that time. So even like if you wanted an M50, same type of cost, but then you need that Sigma 16mm 1.4. It won't even look as good as the Sony does, probably. So, Sony autofocus as well. Strumming. Don't put product mode on every time you do one of these vlogs. The ZV-E10 with the Sigma 16mm 1.4, it would look better than the ZV-1 technically. It's just, I don't know, the ZV-1's so much more versatile for 960 frames per second. Think of that strum. Could edit it in there. I watched 11 teen ads by the time this video was over, but it was worth it. Yes, it was. You sit down and enjoy the ads. You shut your mouth. Sometimes I'll get complaints like, oh, so many ads, bro. It's like, yeah, you also make too much money at your job. Go ask your boss for a paid deduction. Deduct your dick. I'm not sitting here annoying you with LUT packs and fucking tutorials about, oh, look at, buy my tutorial on how to turn your camera on and off. And how to charge your battery. 2 for 1. My goal from the beginning was to make ad revenue money. Lots of views, lots of ad revenue. And it's working. Except for you ad blocker hobos. I should come to your house and block your plate, your dinner plate. Just put saran wrap over your dinner. How would you like that? Is the Canon M50 still a good option for low-cost camera and vlogging, or is it outdated now? Oh god. I currently have a 25-year-old Canon Rebel XT I want to replace. Oh man, I keep seeing cameras like that on Kijiji. Oh, here's my T3i, bro. 800, is that a good deal? No, it's not. They don't even sell them. They're stupid. You wouldn't vlog with an M50. You could, but like I would take the GoPro 10 every time. It's gonna be much better, more stable. Like nobody's gonna see the M50 and just be like, wow, thank you. Thank you for bringing that instead of the GoPro. It's so much better. Like, it has nothing better. Worse dynamic range, even though it's fake dynamic range. Fakeness is your friend. The GoPro has much better slow motion. Like, the only advantage would be if you wanted to blur the background, and you wouldn't really do that for vlogging. You don't need it, and there's nothing stabilized that would get you the tone that you're looking for. It's bullshit. There's no stab. It's too old. Their update was bullshit. Don't even look. GoPro 10, DJI Action 2, DJI Pocket 2 if you have a brain injury and you can't see the other two. You can only see the left hemisphere, what that provides. Pocket 2. When did that stop recording? It just shut off. Who knows if I even recorded any of this. I do vlogs. I came from a G7X Mark II. God, people get brainwashed into that camera. I have no idea why. I bought it, the G7X Mark I, and I just had it. It sucked so bad for vlogs. Whenever I see someone vlogging with, they're out of focus 80% of the time. I don't understand it. That whole lineup, until you get dual pixel autofocus, don't even look at a Canon camera. I hate you. I just bought the A7C. Oh man. Although the quality is incredible, I can't help but notice how crappy the stave is. You didn't know beforehand? Sony trails the industry in stave. They suck. Are there ever any mirrorless with good stave to begin with? Yes, you're looking at it. I use it on a tripod. Olympus, I would say Panasonic's the best because Olympus, without digital stave, even a 24mm lens will have the warpy stuff, whereas on Panasonic that went away by 24mm. So you can't do ultra wide on either, but digital stave in the Olympus allows you to use ultra wide, especially Olympus based one, not necessarily the Laowa. It doesn't behave the same. But if you had their like 9-18 tiny little freak thing, I should have bought that. That or the 7-14, although it's heavy, but it would have the ultimate stave. Because of the digital, it corrects all the warpy stuff on Olympus lenses only. So Olympus and Panasonic are fantastic. Fuji's not very good. They're doable somewhat if you're careful. Sony with the active stave can do it kind of. A7C will look okay with catalyst browse, but that'll take forever. Why do I still have my mountain of stuff that I no longer am using to prop up the perfect green light? So Micro Four Thirds is where you want to go for vlogging. It's lighter and more stable. That's your only hope. Olympus. EM5 III is pretty cheap. Kind of, not really. Olympus. Alright, last question. I'm considering getting the Fuji X-T4. What would be a good lens for vlogging inside? Like your presentation today? Man, I started watching you on the other channel. You were trying to grow your hair. See? It works. Take that. The time you were in Hua Hin on Monkey Mountain, feeding them bananas was hilarious. That was fun time. That was just Sony X3000. I think I brought my Canon SX50 for a couple little zoom shots of the lake. But man, the best little image I ever got was that monkey taking the banana. Sony X3000, slow motion. You don't need much, as long as you're going to Monkey Island. So X-T4, good lens for vlogging inside. 16mm 1.4 is your ultimate truth. Just get it, don't even question it. That's Fuji's best lens. It's not too expensive, through my affiliate links of course. Probably not today, because I'm using this, and I only provide affiliate links for what I'm using at the time, because I'm a moron. Welcome to the cinema. So that's what I would get. If you go any longer, then you have to do weird shit with your mics. You can't hide it out of shot like I did, and then it's a bullshit lighting long room situation. So wider the better, but any wider than that's weird. 24 is good. So 16mm 1.4, there's your answer. And we are done today. I've helped so many people. I'm gonna sleep well at night tonight because of the help that has just been spewed out of my body today. So thank you for thumbing up the video and buying a Camera Conspiracies Fuji related t-shirt. If you didn't f***ing subscribe,